I can't even take ourselves serious. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Spill the Beans podcast.
Hello for the girls. Hello
for the girls. You guys, today we are really channeling anxiety, honestly.
Yeah, today has been chaotic, to say the least.
Actually, these past few days have all been chaotic, so This is like the perfect Halloween costume.
Very fitting. We're very much channeling our character today.
Yes, very cutesy, if I must say. We look really worried, which is so hilarious. Little cejas. Sorry about that.
That's so funny. I can't take you serious again.
I know. I literally like looking at you and just seeing the little cejas right here. I'm like, aw,
I
I'm
know.
so worried.
And the hair.
Yeah. I love this hairdo. I was like, they really picked a good orange for anxiety.
Really?
It's really making our skin pop.
This really goes good with my blush.
Yeah, to be honest, it's making it look vibey. But how are you? How's your week been?
It's been anxiety inducing.
Yeah.
Well, no, some of it. What? I don't even, every time you ask me, I'm like, what did I do?
You're like, I am running on 100 right now.
Yeah, my mind goes blank.
I know.
It's been good. I've been trying to stay on a schedule of like doing Pilates and then just trying to keep a schedule going.
Nice.
I haven't done anything. Oh, we went to the pumpkin patch. That was really fun. Fritzer's pumpkin patch has been here forever and ever. And my friends used to go in high school all the time and I have never been. And Luis and I was actually telling Luis, I'm mad at you. Why did you never take me here when we were dating? Because it's so cute. Yeah. Have you been there?
No, I've never been, but it sounds fun.
Yeah, it's so cute. So we went and took Penny. I don't recommend going on a Sunday like afternoon because that is the most packed, yeah, when the most people are there. But it was still a good time. Penny had a lot of fun. She kept saying calabazas.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
I feel like pumpkin patches are the best for kids because they can just run wild and they usually have a lot of activities for them.
Yes.
I'm like, shout out to you guys.
And
real.
like all ages, little kids, babies, little kids to like big grown kids. There's a lot of big grown kid activities.
Yeah, I love that. Is that also like a turn in the corner? No, like, do they have a scary maze?
Yeah, they do at night. Yeah,
fun. Wow, they have it all.
Yep.
Like, should we go?
What more? What more can you want? Almost after this. Let's go.
For real. Me and you date night. To Fritzlers. That is so fun. I love the pumpkin patch. We haven't gone yet. Well, my kids. It's so crazy to say that. I feel so old. Like my kids went with my
Las bendis.
Literally, my kids went with my parents last week.
Oh,
we were out of town. They had so much fun.
Oh,
I know Franco could not stop talking about it.
Oh,
yeah, he had a blast.
I can't wait to see him so he can tell me all about it.
I know, and he will, girl.
And he will.
He's gonna tell you every single detail. No se le olvida nada, Franco.
No, seriously. What about you? How was your last few days?
How was my last few days? They were really nice. Yeah. I feel like last week I really took time to unplug and like get my life figured out because I had a lot of things to do. And my managers are stressing in my messages. They're like, girl, you have this and this. I'm like, no, I got it. Like, I'm going to turn it in, I promise.
You thrive. Once again, you thrive under pressure.
Chaos,
Yes.
I'm like, it's been so chaotic, but it's been such a blessing. You know, we're just taking it day by day. So it was all fun. I mean, I feel like we had a pretty chill weekend. What did we do? Yeah, we had a chill weekend. We painted pumpkins this weekend.
Oh.
And then Sunday, what did we do on Sunday? We tried a new restaurant, a new like matcha place. It was fun.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good actually. I had never tried that flavor. It was like cinnamon horchata matcha.
That sounds so yummy.
And then on Monday I left again to California. That was my shortest trip. Like I was there for 12 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So then I got home and then I feel like yesterday was Tuesday. So Monday for the first time I was like, Tuesday, yesterday. Oh my God. I'm stressed. Sorry, I'm just anxiety. I feel like Tuesday for the first time everything caught up to me because I was like, I'm stretching myself a little too thin, you know? And so I get home on Monday at 4 a.m. I land and then I get home actually at 5 a.m. So I sleep. The kids let me sleep until like 9:30. So I wake up at 9:30 on the dot to like 10 messages being like, hi, our meeting, like we're waiting for you on our meeting. Like, oh shoot, I knew I had a meeting and I slept through my alarms. And so I tried to get on and it was like the most movie like scene because I'm trying to get on the Teams app and the Teams app, like I hadn't had a account. So it took me like 5 minutes to make an account and then it wouldn't let me access it. And by that time it was already 9:40. So my manager's like, you know what, like they're so understanding. They said that it's totally fine and we'll just reschedule it for tomorrow. But that's when I was like, oh my God, like this has never happened to me. So I needed to chill out traveling. But yeah, hopefully that was my last travel for a month because then next month we leave again. But it was my last minute travel plans. My last minute travel plans of the month.
And we'll see her in LA next week.
No, please.
Please, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it, how last minute was it? How much time did you have?
They gave us like about a week and a half probably.
Okay.
So ya sabía que venía, but I literally thought, I was like, yeah, I'll fly in, I'll sleep for like 2 hours and then I'll go on my meeting. And I'm like, girl, I was literally a zombie yesterday.
Yeah, I bet.
But it was fun. So I was like, I feel blessed. I'm very thankful, even though it sounds like I'm a little bit complaining. I'm not. I feel like I could be a little bit better with my time management skills and my organization, but I am type F. So I'm like, I can't say a lot about myself in organizing very much.
That's so funny.
But yeah, that was a chaos.
Yeah. And as you're telling the story, it's so funny to see your face because it's literally like you're just a little worried, but
like we're just hanging on by a thread, to be honest.
That's crazy. I don't know how you do it, and every single time you do, like you tell me about this, I'm like, wow, like I'm just shocked. I'm amazed. I'm shocked. You're like
insane.
What is the word? You're a go-getter. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for.
I'm jump for any opportunity type and then regret it later.
You're like, I'll do anything for $1.
I'm like, have fun today and regret it tomorrow, girl. That's
never
how I
sleep.
live.
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
Don't what?
Don't eat. Just kidding. I do be eating, unfortunately.
Yeah, but it's okay because then you catch up on your sleep and then you give yourself breaks.
And I take a detox and I'm good. I shit it all out the next. Shout out Happy Body Lab. But yeah, guys, that has been our week. We have a couple of scary stories to tell you today. But today's podcast episode is going to be your real life scary stories. Dun, dun, dun. Because we know we all experience like a little bit of paranormal stuff in our life, but that's going to be our last episode, which is next week.
With a big bang.
Yes. So today we're going to really spike up our anxiety.
Yeah.
With the true life scary stories.
Yes. Very fitting.
Well, we asked you on Instagram, but before we get to the Instagram ones, we'll start with ours. I guess we can start with the one that just happened 10 minutes ago.
Wait, do you mean everything that just happened?
Yeah, like this.
Oh my
Like I can't really breathe over here, so if you hear me literally heavy breathing on the mic, it's because I can't breathe.
It's because you physically cannot breathe. Okay, so yesterday, I typically go to Spirit Halloween because, as you already know, we are not DIY queens, and we typically just get our costumes hot and ready. And so I went to Spirit Halloween yesterday, just me and Penny, and we had no idea, like me and Blanca had no idea what we were gonna get. I think we were just gonna see something and let's go with it, let's vibe. So I went to Spirit Halloween, and we were between like scary and funny, but all of the scary ones were like, obviously they need masks, and I was like, how are we going to speak into the mic with a mask on? You can't do that. And also it's going to get really hot and very like suffocating,
foggy in
foggy.
There.
Yeah.
I'm like, wait, that just made me get nauseous.
So then I was like, okay, well, let's just go like the funny route, which I feel like we thrive in that, honestly, because we're just silly girls.
We're just so silly, goofy girls.
And then what happened? Oh, and then I was between like, what was that? The other one? The Teletubbies. Yeah, I was between the Teletubbies and these. And then we liked the anxiety better. Yeah. And we thought it was very fitting. Again, this has just been a crazy few days. So I took 2 of them. I saw medium. I took 2 of them and went about my day. And right now, Blanca gets here and I grab the costumes and I start taking them out. And first of all, I was like, wait, why are these? I didn't know I needed to shave my legs because it came with capris. And then you hadn't opened yours yet, right? I was just taking the stuff out. And then I pulled out the shirt and I was like, this is a tiny shirt for adult medium. And then I pulled everything out, and then Blanca pulled her stuff out. And before she even pulled it out, I was like, this is a kid's medium.
Well, but while I was pulling my stuff out, I was like, wait, mine didn't even come with pants. Yeah. It came with hoops. Like I just had 2 random Halloween hoops in there.
They're not even matching hoops.
Yeah. So I'm like, maybe we just got like the returns.
I think we did, because somebody just snuck them in there and just threw them in there and was like, all right.
I didn't put anything else, just the hoops.
Yeah, which my bad. I should have looked better, but
But I was telling Noemi, I was like, I typically don't. Like, I'm like, oh, medium pure, let's go. And if it's in the adult section, like, you would never think, oh, maybe there's, like, there's too much thinking there. I'm not thinking.
No,
literally.
Very much. I saw medium and I grabbed and go.
Yeah,
and then,
literally.
So then I gave it to Blanca right away. I was like, here, honey,
like,
I'm not going to fit in this. I'm not going to fit in this. Good luck, babe.
Yeah, guys. So that's what I'm wearing. All my long classes are out. Noemi had to help me put it on because it was so tight.
No.
So I'm kind of like really tight here on the chest area,
It has no stretch.
I mean, that's really what's stressing me out right now. Like right here, no puedo moverme bien. So I was like, that was very anxiety filled because we were trying to like pull the shirt over my head. Man. I'm like, girl, I asked Noemi, I was like, you think my neck is gonna fit in here? I was like, if my neck don't fit, my head don't fit, girl. My head was too big for this.
No, I wish we would have recorded because I literally had to pull, like tug on it all the way down, and we were talking about this. I don't know how we're gonna get it off. I think we're gonna have to cut it.
We're gonna have to cut
There's
it off.
No way to get it off.
No way. It would probably take us 30 minutes to get it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was our anxiety-filled pre-show episode.
Yeah. Oh, and then since only one of them had pants, which I think the pants would have fit either one of us. Probably. I don't know. Maybe.
As shorts.
That's shorts, yeah. That's so funny. I thought they were capris.
and then I was like, maybe there's socks in there?
No, you said maybe they washed them and they shrunk.
Oh, yeah, I did say that.
I don't know. Oh, my gosh.
We're just making so many excuses for these costumes.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? This is just so anxiety coded.
It really is.
This what happened to us today.
Yeah. So we're just crashing out a little bit.
We are just crashing out. But that was our combined story.
Yeah. Literally. Oh, and then I was running up and down the stairs. I thought I was going to be huffing and puffing on here. Sorry if you can hear me breathing hard.
Yeah. So if you hear us a little bit out of breath, it's because we are. Unfortunately.
It's not a joke.
It's not a joke. We really are out of breath.
And you really can't breathe.
I know. I was like, my chest feels really tight right now.
We're going to have to cut it off halfway. We should just cut it and have you like with your arms.
I should have worn it like a cardigan.
No, literally. Make it cute. Cute anxiety.
Yeah, cute anxiety. Giving cute fall vibes.
Make it vibey.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, that was how our morning started. Do you have any like scary stories that you would like to tell, like off the top of your head? I'm like, I could have sworn I prepared one on the way here. What do you think?
Let's channel our inner scary anxiety.
Inner scary.
Think.
I can start with mine.
Okay.
So mine, something about me is that I have really vivid dreams, and I used to think that it was just like pregnancy induced. Mm-hmm. Like I would only have it while I was pregnant, but I've had it like here and there.
Are you pregnant?
These past few months? No, I've taken like 3 pregnancy tests. Literally, I think I'm pregnant every single month. So I take pregnancy tests every 3 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I'm not pregnant. Because I've been like, okay, this is going to sound a little bit bad, but it's not that bad. Like I've been drinking quite a lot. Like for the podcast on Monday, we took like 3-4 shots. So because I know that I'm going to be drinking, I am super like on top of taking pregnancy tests because I would hate to, be a little pregnant and then taking 5 shots.
Be a little pregnant.
So I'm like super on top of that. You guys know fall is my favorite season. The crisp air, cozy sweaters, and warm flavors make everything more comforting. And I think it's the perfect time to reset and bring healthy habits back into focus. With Green Chef, the #1 meal kit for healthy eating, you can do just that. Green Chef's real clean ingredients help you build lasting healthy habits without the hassle. Enjoy salads ready in just 5 minutes, protein-filled breakfast, or nutrient-rich smoothies to fuel your day. Green Chef is ready to nurture your nutritional needs. With 80+ dietitian-approved weekly meal options, Green Chef makes it easy to find meals that fit your lifestyle. Pick from Mediterranean, gluten-free, plant-based, and protein-heavy, even gut and brain health and calorie-smart choices too. The recipes change every week, and with week-to-week flexibility, you can adjust your plan to match your mood and your schedule. We use Green Chef because, as you guys know, we have 2 toddlers, no time to think, and no time to meal plan healthy meals. So Green Chef is just our savior. Recently, we made the Mediterranean chicken pasta, and it was so good. And pasta is always a hit with the kids, so it was so easy for them to eat it. Make this fall your healthiest yet with Green Chef. Head to greenchef.com/50spillthebeans and use code 50spillthebeans to get 50% off your first month. Then 20% off for 2 months with free shipping. That's code 50spillthebeans at greenchef.com/50spillthebeans. Yeah, I have like really vivid dreams, and it usually happens when I fall asleep unintentionally, you know? So it was like 2 weeks ago, I fall asleep with my clothes on. Jonathan was sleeping the kids in Franco's room, and they fell asleep. So I was just laying like doom scrolling on my phone, and I was in my full outfit. Like I had not taken my makeup off, my clothes off. I hadn't gotten ready for bed. So I just remember I fell asleep, and it felt so realistic. Every single time my parents live 4 minutes away from me. Okay. So I don't know why I have so much anxiety over my parents' safety and like my family's safety. So I just remember I always check their Life 360. Like it says, oh, parents arrived at their home. And then, oh, parents arrived here. Like I always have everyone's notifications when they get to places. I'm like super on top of that. So when my parents leave my house, I literally follow them home. And I'm like, okay, they're home. Like I can chill. So in my dream, it's like after a holiday, right? I don't even know what holiday it was. I just remember it was a holiday. And I was like, no, like don't leave. Like just spend the night. And it's usually what happens on Christmas. I'm like, just stay here. Like we'll just open the presents. And my parents were like, no, like we'll just come back in the morning. They live 4 minutes away. So I remember in my dream I was like telling them like, don't leave, please. And they're like, no, it's fine, like we're gonna be fine. And it was like 2 a.m, right? And all I remember, and I think that this is all like embedded from like being so anxious about their safety, that I was following them home and then they just stopped. And then I got like a crash notification and I was like, oh shit, like they just got into an accident. And I just remember like I started bawling instantly. I was like, oh my God, like where are they? And then like 2 minutes later I just see, I don't know, like this was so like I'm pretty sure Life 360 doesn't know when you're in an ambulance. Yeah. I just like remember in my dream the ambulance like taking my family to the hospital.
But you could see it on the screen.
What the fuck? So I just remember like holding the phone and like the emotions and just like falling to my knees and praying like, God, please, I hope they're okay. I was trying to call Magali. I don't know why my little sister was trying to call her. She didn't answer. And I just remember like uncontrollably sobbing. And I wake up out of my dream like in a deep breath and I just start crying real life. And I'm like, what the hell? I check my phone. It's 2 a.m. I FaceTime my mom. And she like wakes up all scared. She's like, ¿Qué pasó?
Oh my gosh.
And I'm like, she like sees me and I'm bawling. She's like, ¿Qué tienes? And I'm like, I just had like literally hyperventilating.
Oh my gosh. Wait, you called your mom?
I FaceTime my mom because I was like, I need to know that they're okay. I know. Like, oh, why are you doing too much? No, but I was literally sobbing uncontrollably. I was like, it's because I just had a dream and I was just telling her like now it's so hilarious. But in the moment I was very, very sad.
Yeah.
But it's so crazy because I woke up out of the dream with the same like grieving feeling, like something bad just happened to my family. And like all my family, it was like my parents and my sisters in the same car. So I was just telling my mom and she was just like trying to calm me down. She's like, no, mira, aquí estamos, la casa está bien. I'm like, at 2 a.m. is crazy, girl. Yeah. So yeah, after that, I just told my mom, I was like, la amo. I was like, no quiero que nada les pase.
Oh my gosh. That's a horrible way to wake up. Oh my God.
And then we hang up and I'm like, oh my God. So I just get up and do my night routine and go back to bed.
So like, and then it was a good night.
Yeah. I think that's like super scary. That's something that happened to me that's very scary because that's like one of my biggest fears. Yeah. So it happening to me in such a vivid dream. I was like, all right, girl.
Oh my God. You need
to start taking vitamins and going to sleep earlier.
Taking your melatonin and your, what is the other, magnesium,
your little sleepy girl cocktail.
Knock out. Yeah. Wait, that is so sad. And shout out to your mom for answering. I don't know, my mom would have answered.
My mom's a very light sleeper.
Because she's a mom.
Yeah, as soon as she hears the phone, she's answering it, no matter what time. So yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That was my scary. I'm like, that's really, my heart's pounding.
I know. I was like, I feel like really sad for you right now. Like really, I feel like I could feel what you were feeling.
Like, can you imagine you getting a notification saying that your family has just gotten in an accident, they're on the way to the hospital? Like,
that's really scary. Like real life scary.
I know. So scary.
Thank God it was a dream.
I know. I was like, God, please, like, just don't let that happen to me ever. That's too scary. Like, I don't know how I could ever cope with that, you know?
Yeah. Well, I can't think of anything myself right now, but I do have a story that my mom and my tias told me. So they used to live in Fort Collins in a little house, and they used to live, I guess it's not like a bad area, but I don't know why this happened. So I think they were saying everyone, my grandpa, my grandma, and then my mom and her 2 sisters, they were just in the house. And I don't remember if she said they were eating dinner or they were just chilling. And all of a sudden, one guy just runs into the house, like as they're all there, just runs in through into the house through the door, I don't know how he even knew where to go, like through the hallway and then out the other way of the house. And then there was another guy following him. So he was like chasing after him and ran through the house again. And that was it. Like they just ran through the house and left. And my mom said they were like gang members. So like, they were like trying to probably stab each other or something. I don't know what happened. But I'm like, imagine you're just like peacefully in your house and somebody just runs through.
Like the scene in Weapons. Con la viejita running away from the kids.
Yeah,
and everyone in the house was like, what the fuck is going on?
Exactly.
That is so terrifying. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's like real life scary.
Yeah.
And then this other thing that happened to me the other day, actually, and it wasn't scary. Actually, it was infuriating because I was at my mom's house and Luis got off work late. So he just came to the house and I was like, that's fine. Like Penny will fall asleep on the way. Mm-hmm. And usually by the time I get home, like he'll come out and come get Penny out of the car. But for some reason that night he was way too sleepy. So what happened? Oh, I texted him. I was like, hey, do you want to come help me with Penny? No answer. I gave him like 2 more minutes and I was like, he's not coming down because he would have been down here already. Mm-hmm. So I was like, it's okay. Like, I'll just go take Penelope upstairs. I parked in the garage. I had already closed the garage door and I grab her and walk up the stairs because there's little stairs to go up into my house. So I walk up the stairs and the freaking garage door is locked. Oh. I started panicking. I was like, oh my God. And then when I was walking up, my freaking shoe fell down the stairs. And then I couldn't turn the light on because I didn't want to wake her up. And then I stood there and I was calling Luis. I called him like 5 freaking times.
Oh my God.
So then I was like, I'm just going to have to walk back. I walked back. I had to find my shoe and I had to open the garage, walk all the way around the house to the front door, put the thing in the door and then come upstairs. But the reason it's scary is because I was telling Blanca, I literally just told her right now about my neighbor who I feel like, I don't know why he gives me serial killer vibes. Like I met him a few times and he's very nice, but like a creepy nice, you know, like that uneasy feeling you get when someone's being like too nice. So I just got really scared because like, obviously Luis isn't answering. It's late. It's dark. I don't know. He could snatch me and my daughter up and he knows like, it's really scary because he's my neighbor. So he knows like my routines when I leave, you know, things like that. And I have this like really scary feeling that he's gonna open the garage door and like come in. I don't know why every single night I think of the same thing. Oh I ask Luis every single day if he locked the garage because I just feel like he's gonna come in through the garage and then just like walk in.
Oh my God, that is terrifying.
I know. I'm like, I really have anxiety right now.
I'm clutching my pearls.
I'm like, is my hair extra high? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was why that was scary for me because I was like, oh my gosh, like he's gonna come get me. And which another thing, like let's just talk about my neighbor real quick because he's allegedly, yes. I'm like, and hopefully he can't hear us right now.
Hopefully he's not listening to this podcast.
Hopefully he doesn't listen to Spill the Beans for the Girl. He's an older man, but he lives by himself. These houses are pretty huge, pretty big. Okay. So for example, my house has 4 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms. His house is probably, if anything, a little 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. Okay. What does one man need that big of a house for? And every single one of these houses, the basements are finished. So he has like a whole upstairs and a whole downstairs. And it just makes me really creeped out because he doesn't ever get visitors. He never ever has visitors. Like you can see when people go in and out of the house. I see it all the time and nobody ever visits him. He rarely leaves the house. It's just really creepy vibes for me. Like, I don't know.
That is actually terrifying.
Right? Like what does one man, like I understand like wanting to live in a, you know, in a nice house or just having extra room, but I don't know. He doesn't ever have anybody like visiting him, looking for him. I don't know. It gives me creepy vibes.
Oh my God, that is a little bit scary, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Like now I'm scared.
You're like, and I'm not coming over here anymore.
Literally.
Yeah, so that's that.
Well, that is terrifying. Never be by yourself, never come home alone again.
I know.
Like Luis better not ever fall asleep again.
I know. He's gonna listen to this and he's gonna be like, you told them?
He's gonna comment, I do apologize to my wife. I was super tired.
No, he was tired that day.
Yeah, which is understandable, but that is so scary. Like as a woman, coming home by yourself at night is already scary.
Yeah. Plus with your child.
So then you have your child, they're sleeping, the door is locked, you have to go. Oh, hell no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, baby.
Yeah.
That's a no from me.
the other besides that, the only other scary thing I've been through was when I went to the corn maze with you. I was literally that actually altered my my brain chemistry.
What the heck?
Because I had never ever done anything like that. Like
Scary.
I don't like Halloween. I don't care for Halloween. So when I didn't really know, I was like, oh, it's not going to be that scary. But I felt like I was in a real life scary movie, like
Really?
running for my life.
You never told me that.
Really?
When we went, you never told me that you had never been or that.
No, never. So when I went to that, I was like, that was life altering. Like,
You're like, well, never again.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Especially now with kids. Now
Yeah.
I'm like, everything makes me scared.
Yeah, no, for reals. I remember after I had Franco, before I had Franco, I was super into like murder mysteries. And after I had him, I could not listen to them because they just scared me so much. And my anxiety peaked because when you have a kid, like everything scares you. You're like, I don't want them to do this or that. So I'm back on my murder mysteries.
Are you?
I was gone for like 2 years probably.
Have you seen the new show? What is it called? Monster with Ed Gein.
I just started watching it yesterday.
Girl, don't watch it at night.
Dude,
By yourself.
No, the first episode I was like, what is going on?
Wait, let me take a picture of you like this with oh my gosh.
No, I'm not kidding. Like,
Yeah.
the first episode, the first 2 minutes, I'm like, what the hell am I watching?
Yeah.
I'm like, turn the volume down, babe.
Yeah. Are you watching by yourself?
Yeah, I was watching while I was getting ready yesterday.
Oh.
So
No.
I turned the volume down and I was like, I'm scared. I literally only got to like 10 minutes of it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like, he's weird.
Yeah.
I've
And
never
it
heard
gets
of him
worse.
before.
It gets worse and worse as you keep going. The thing about the show, it's a really good show. It's just hard to watch because it's scary in so many different ways. It's like horror.
Yeah.
And it's scary like as in like what's the word? Like kind of like jump scares, but there's also like horror. He's disgusting.
Like you're on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, but it's so good.
Yeah, that I'm excited to watch it. I'm just a little bit scared, so I don't watch it by myself anymore. I was watching while getting ready, and like the house was full of people, so I was like, okay, I'm good right now.
Yeah.
But you know what I did watch on the flight home from California?
What?
I watched The Perfect Neighbor. Have you watched that?
No,
It's
what
a
is that?
documentary. It is so devastating. It was so embarrassing, but I was uncontrollably sobbing on the airplane. I was like, the people looking at it, like I was just like,
oh my gosh.
I was like, girl, these
what is
people are
it?
like, pobrecita que tiene.
She's just watching a show.
Literally, I was like, but it's a true story. So it's like a documentary, and it's basically puras body cameras. Like it's just like all the body cam footage from a cop. That's what the documentary is.
Oh.
But it's essentially just like this neighbor. She was like a Karen. She gave Karen vibes. She lived like in a, I would say, predominantly Black neighborhood. And she was like, she's so, oh my God, I fucking hate her. But she essentially lived like in a duplex. And in front of her duplex, there was like a huge open field. And all the little kids would play there. Football, like tag, obviously just little kids playing, right? So she would always come out and scream at them like, get off my property, like blah blah. She called the cops like 30 times to go and like do a check, and they have all the body cam footage, and they go and like they're like, what's going on, ma'am? And she's like, well, these kids are just running and screaming, and they're telling me that they're gonna do this and that. And the cop was like, they're just kids. And she's like, yeah, but I feel like at home you should be able to have a nice and relaxing stay, and I don't feel relaxed and blah blah. So she hated them, and there had been times where she would like call them slurs and call them the R word and everything. And so in those times, the parents would come and be like, "Don't fucking talk to my kids like that.
Don't do it." Literally,
yeah. And in one instance, the cop literally told her like, "I would much rather them be screaming playing football than doing anything else."
Yeah.
And the cop was like, yeah, but like not in my property. And it's like,
wait, was it her property?
no, it's an open
duplex.
field. I think she rented it, and it's like, you don't own anything further than your duplex.
Not even, you don't even own your duplex.
She had like 3 no trespassing signs from Walmart.
That's spooky.
Yeah. So do you want me to tell you, or do you want to watch it?
What do you girls think?
Like, what is the
Because I'm kind of into it now.
I can tell you if you want.
Tell
you can watch it because it's devastating. But turns out that there's like these 2 little boys, and one of them like leaves this iPad behind, and they're already like kind of making her mad. And he goes back to get his iPad, but then como tienen toys regados allá, he has like his roller skates there, and she throws them at him. And then I don't think that she hits him, but imagine someone throwing fucking roller skates at your kid. I would go and catch a case.
No, yeah, I'm going to jail.
Yeah, and I don't know if she like took the iPad from him or something, but he ran back like across the street, got his older brother. He came over, and then she was yelling at them, so they ran to tell their mom. Their mom runs over, like crosses the street, and she starts banging on the door like, you did not just fucking throw shit at my kids.
Yeah,
and literally like 2 minutes go by and she shoots her. Yeah.
Wait, and that's on camera too?
No, it's like they get it on like, because they have Ring cameras.
Oh yeah.
They just get the shot on like audio.
Oh my god.
And you just see that little boy running back to one of the neighbors like, call 911, my mom's been shot. And the cops get there and she's like laying on the ground and they like arrest the dumb bitch. And then, oh my god, the saddest thing, dude, is that the cop goes over to the older brother. He's like, are you okay? He's like, yes, I'm okay. My heart is broken.
Oh my god.
And then you literally get on camera, like on the body cam footage, when they tell the dad, because they call the dad, they're like, hey, your ex-wife's just been shot. Like, your kids really need you. And then they get on camera and the dad tells them that she passed.
Oh my god.
It is so like that's why I was sobbing, because it was like, imagine someone just telling your two little kids that were just playing that your mom got shot because she was,
and for what?
Yeah,
for nothing.
Yeah, exactly. She was standing up for them. And so yeah, they arrest her, take her in, and she's like, I was scared for my life. She was banging on my door saying that she was gonna kill me, and I didn't know what else to do, so I just shot her. And then they're like, you shot her through your locked door? Yes. Yeah. And then like they just go into investigation, and so she had called the cops prior to that, like, I need you to come, like they're being crazy. And so the cops were on their way, okay, because they were gonna go check up on this girl. They already knew who she was. And so she tells them like, yeah, I called them, I was so scared, and like 10 minutes after I called them, they didn't show up. So she came and she started banging on my door, so I was like scared for my life and I just didn't know what to do, so I just shot her. And the cops were like, well, do you know that we have call logs and everything is like logged in with timestamps? She's like, yeah. She's like, okay, well, you said that there was a 10-minute wait period. You called at 8:58 p.m. and by 9 p.m. she was dead. So how are you gonna? She's like, oh, I guess like my time, like when you're, like she's trying, and they're like, no, like you didn't even give the cops time to show up. Like you just shot her. And then she's like, yeah, like it was just, I was taking care of myself, like worried about myself, my life. And then he's like, so then why on your phone did you search up like stand your ground laws and self-defense laws? And then they're like, I think you were already planning to do this and like have that back you up. Like, oh, it's just self-defense. So, excuse me, I'm really agitated. So yeah, they arrested her and she got 25 in prison.
I hope she rots in prison.
I hope she, oh my God. I fucking hate her.
Does she have a Ring camera or like
she did have a Ring camera.
Okay, they got it from another one. Oh,
they just heard it.
I wish.
Well, like the little boys were like, it's my fault, like if I had never been over there.
Oh my god.
And then like in one of they show her memorial and the pastor was like, it was not your fault, like your mom was just standing up for you, just like a mom should, like like nobody's at fault except for this dumb bitch. And yeah, so I was sobbing, dude. I was like, these kids just, and she had two other kids. She had a toddler and another like younger one, I think. And yeah, she passed. It was so sad.
I could cry. I understand why you're crying. Exactly. I could cry right now.
And like, can you just imagine these kids growing up being like, my mom died standing up for me? But like, how could you not blame yourself, And there's just little kids.
And for nothing, literally for nothing. I don't want to ever hear anybody say, oh, racism doesn't exist, this and that.
Exactly.
And what is she doing living there if she doesn't want to be there? She's renting. You're literally renting.
Fuck up and move. And another thing that, so when they arrested her the night that it happened, and they didn't have like enough evidence, obviously they had to do like an investigation, so she was out. And in one of the instances, she's like she gets escorted basically to her house to get something. So when she's like coming out, the neighbors are like, it's her fault, like she already had it, like they were yelling at her because like they were pretty united, like they were all, because the kids all play together, so you got to know your neighbors, right?
Exactly.
So she was like, it's her fault. And I'm just like, it's so crazy to think, because I feel like the neighbors just wanted to go up and like beat her ass up, And the neighbor told the cop, she's like, she knows she shouldn't be here alone, like that's why she has you, but she should have came by herself, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And the cop's like, I know, like I'm so sorry. And every time that the cops would come to do the checks, they would go over to the parents and they'd be like, hey, like we get it, man, like she's out of her mind, like the kids are totally fine, there's no laws that say that you cannot play in an open space,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's so sad.
And it's so sad because at that point, like, obviously everybody knows she's crazy, but what can you do to prevent something like that?
Exactly.
Nothing.
And whoever thinks that you're gonna lose your life over
something so insignificant. She was actually assaulting them. She was throwing things at kids.
Exactly.
Like, what?
But isn't that so sad and scary? Like, for your, I just feel for the little kids, and every single like testimony, they're like, she was such an amazing mom. Like, she was the mom you wanted to have. Like, she was so good to her kids, and like, oh, it's so sad.
Wow.
So,
but you know what? I'm sure, knowing what that mom knows, like, how are you not gonna go and defend your kids? How are you not gonna be like, leave my kids alone?
Exactly. Like, take it up with an adult. And why are you bringing a gun? Like, get out and let's throw some hands.
Actually, literally, like, what? Who thinks like, oh, they're banging on my door because I threw something, let me shoot her? Like,
yeah, so I'm gonna shoot her.
¿En qué mente cabe?
Yeah. And then they figured out that she didn't even say that she was gonna kill her. Like, she's like, the cop's like, did she actually say that, or do you just think that you heard it? Because it's okay. Like, I know you were agitated. Like, did you think? Because they're trying to like get her to confess. You know? And she's like, yeah. She's like, I guess I did think that. That's what I heard. We're like this.
And thank God the cops already knew her. Like, they already
had it already know what was going on.
Yeah, that's so sad. Well, I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Yeah, please watch it. It's so devastating, but it's like, I don't know, it's just mind blowing, to be honest. So if you want to watch something on Netflix, watch that one and then watch the monster.
Yeah. If you're ready to watch something scary, gory, like, it's really good. It's just it's really uncomfortable. Yeah. If you watched Dahmer or I didn't watch the Menendez brothers, did you?
I did.
Yeah, it's definitely the worst one, I think, so far, the Ed Gein one. And he's disgusting. Oh my gosh.
And it's a true story, right?
It is, yeah.
Hell no, girl.
He's like they call him like the godfather of the serial killers. He like, quote unquote, for lack of better words, inspired a lot of other serial killers.
Oh my God. Yeah. Ew.
Yep.
That's disgusting.
Actually.
But I'm excited to watch it.
But I can't wait.
Like, that's disgusting, but I'm going to watch tonight with Jonathan, because I cannot watch it by myself. But we were going to get into your guys' real life scary stories to tell in the morning. Yeah, I'm going to start with this one. She says, I had preeclampsia, and after birth, I was bleeding out for a straight hour until they were finally able to stop the bleeding. My baby's heart rate was dropping very low. Thankfully, we were both stabilized and healthy now. I'm forever traumatized and scared to have another baby. I heard that preeclampsia is so terrifying. Yeah. Like, you can literally lose your life over that.
Yeah.
That is so sad.
What the heck? Now that she says that, I'm like, wait, my scariest story I remember. My literal birth story.
Yeah. Do you want to tell them a little bit about that? Because that is very terrifying.
Yeah, I guess I literally blocked it out of my head.
You're like, that was trauma block.
Oh, first of all, sorry, not to make it about me. That girl, you poor...
I'm so sorry.
I wish I could hug you, because that is so traumatizing. Yeah. And preeclampsia, I've never lived it, but I just have heard it's so hard. Like, I'm so sorry for you.
Yes, because you have no idea what's going to happen. Like, the possibilities are literally endless with preeclampsia. Yeah. So you can either be totally fine, or like it can lead to death.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry, girl.
I'm glad you're here with us.
And the baby's okay too.
Yes. So my birth story was traumatizing to me. Maybe somebody might not think it's traumatizing, but I had a really, really good pregnancy. Gracias a Dios. Like, I was just really nauseous, which led me to like lose a lot of weight, actually. But other than that, I had a great pregnancy. The day I had Penelope, I was feeling cramps. I was feeling contractions. And what happened? Oh, I was literally home alone. I was feeling contractions, and I was like, oh, could it be? Could it not? But then it started happening more often, and I checked the app. What is the app called that you told me about?
The contraction timer?
Yeah. I was checking that, and they were getting closer and closer. So they started getting closer, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go get ready so I could like look. I had just showered, so I'm like, I want my hair done. This was my like super blowout era, so I wanted to do a blowout. I wanted to look presentable. So then I went to my beauty room. I started to get ready, and all of a sudden I like felt like I had to go to the bathroom. So then I went pee, but then I was like dripping in my pants, but it wasn't clear. It was like clear with like green, and I was like, what the heck? And it was kind of just dripping, but I couldn't stop it. So then again, I went to try to finish getting ready. I was doing my makeup, and I got up, and again it was like more and more. So then I just called my nurse. I called my doctor. A nurse answered, and then I told her what was happening. I was like, this is happening. I was like, but I'm leaking, but it's like green. It's not clear. So then she goes, okay, I think you're in labor. Go ahead and head to the, oh no, this is not what she said. She said, you are in labor. Go ahead and head to the emergency room and go as quickly as you can. She said, do you have somebody to take you? Which to me, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go right now. I was like, yeah, I do. Is it okay if I wait for my husband? He works like 15 minutes away. And she was like, yeah, just wait for your husband, but don't wait any longer. Go ahead and leave. And I was like, oh my God. Okay. So then I started getting everything ready. You know, I had already my bag, but I started getting stuff ready, that I needed, like last minute things. And then, I called Luis, and he was like, okay, like I'm on my way. Tell me why when Luis is on his way, she calls me back and she goes, hey, so I accidentally called your mom. So she had told my mom that I was in labor because she accidentally called her, because I don't know why they had her number in the system. And I didn't want to tell my mom until I was like, I knew I was in labor. That made me so mad. She was like, and I know I told you to head to the ER. She's like, just go ahead and head to labor and delivery. Like, you'll be okay. But by this point, I was already terrified. So nervous. Yes. And I had anxiety about it. So, what happened? Oh, I waited for Luis to get there, and I kind of told him, and if I'm anxious, he's like, we should be there yesterday. Yeah. And I hadn't had food to eat yet. So I was like, we have to stop to get food because I'm not going to be able to eat, which I should have got food, but I think I was just too nervous. And I was like, let's just head over there and then we'll get food at the hospital. Wrong. Literally. So I thought I went in to get checked, and they were like, yeah, your water did break, which when they checked me, it basically just all started gushing out. So basically Penny had pooped inside of me, which is why it was green. And I had just watched I think one of the Maria twins video before that, and they said it was very dangerous. So that's why I was scared, because I was like, I think she did poop inside of me and it could be scary. So they checked me into a room, and I got to the hospital at 2, or I think it was around 2:00, and they were checking me pretty often. And the baby's heart rate kept, and oxygen kept going down and down and down, and they were worried. So then by the time my doctor went in to check me, he was like, I'm going to check how dilated you are. I was only 2 centimeters dilated, and he was like, do you feel the baby moving? And I was like, well, I don't really feel anything but contractions, you know, but they weren't that bad yet. So then my doctor, this man, decides to put his whole ass forearm into me, inside of me. And he starts moving Penelope around, because he's like, I want to see if she's moving. And he said he wasn't comfortable with like the progress we were making, and she wasn't moving much, so we had to have a C-section, which thankfully it wasn't an emergency C-section, but they did prep me right away. But in an emergency, you know, they just like don't even prep you, they just kind of like go. And thankfully I had time to prep. Luis had just gotten back because he went to go get us food. Oh, that was another thing. So I was starving. I hadn't had food all day, and I was starving, and so was he. So he asked if it was okay to get food, and they had said yes. The nurses and everyone had said yes. So then he came back, dropped the food off, and then they were like, oh, she's having a C-section. He's like, what the fuck? Like, I just got back. Yeah. So that was it. He came back, and they prepped me, and I went into the C-section room, and Penny came like 30 minutes later.
That is so insane. That is terrifying.
It is. It was very terrifying, because obviously anything can happen, but you're just not prepared for it. And also the way that he checked, this is how it happened. He checked me, and obviously like when you get checked to be dilated, like it hurts. But when he had his whole ass arm in there, he pulls it out, and he literally goes, we're going to have to do a C-section. I started sobbing because of everything, because of how uncomfortable I was that he was like, full arm inside in there. Exactly. And then just because I was really upset about having to have a C-section.
And it's also scary because like it's not an emergency, but it kind of like is an emergency.
Exactly.
So I feel like at that point you're a first time mom, you don't know what's going on. You're like, just tell me the truth.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like I don't know what to expect. And I didn't have anyone in there but my husband. So I just didn't know. So yeah, that was scary.
That is so terrifying. I feel like when you're a first time mom, you're like, okay, you have an expectation kind of how it's gonna go. So when things go south, you're like, what the hell is going on, baby?
Yeah.
That's probably the most terrifying thing to go through too during labor, when they're like, actually, you didn't get cut up.
Actually, we're changing plans.
And you're like, that sounds like an emergency to me, because we didn't schedule it. That is so scary.
I know.
But thankfully you guys were good.
I
And
know.
she was fine when she was born, huh? They weren't like
Oh
really
yeah,
scared.
gracias a Dios. There was a bunch of doctors and nurses there because
Waiting.
when she was born, they were like, she could have like poop in essentially like inside of her and in her, I think they had said like, I don't remember, probably like in her lungs or something, or they just wanted to make,
because it's scary that they're gonna eat it.
yeah, exactly, yes,
So
so
that's
they
why-
ingest it. And she did end up ingesting like a little bit, but she was breathing good, gracias a Dios, todo estuvo bien. And then for the first hour, Luis was the only one to hold her because I was too drugged up. I was too scared to hold her. So I didn't hold her for like the first 1 or 2 hours probably. And he was just holding her. And I was so sad because I wanted to do skin to skin, but I was too drugged up.
Yeah, you were like robbed of your experience. Kind of.
Yeah. But it's okay. She's here and she's okay.
When
Gracias
she's
a
old,
Dios.
like, Penny, you literally pooped yourself.
No.
In the
Come on,
placenta.
girl. Literally.
I know, that's so scary. Like, babies are so unpredictable, and so is labor and delivery.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. This happened in July of 2018. We went to Tijuana.
TJ.
We went to Tijuana, Mexico, and stayed at my husband's grandma's house because we were catching our flight from Tijuana to Durango, his grandma's house, and his grandma's house is a 2-story. We were up in the 2nd floor. We were recording on Snapchat, and it was dark, and it was my husband and my 2 kids and his aunt. Mind you, there was no man that lived in the house. We didn't see anything, but when we were in the airport, my husband noticed in his video that there was a man in white walking towards his grandma's house. I have the actual video of it. I didn't believe in stuff like this until it actually happened to us. Whoa. We think it's his grandpa's spirit through the man in the video. He's wearing a white Tejana cowboy boots, and he has white pants and a white jacket, and it seriously gave us the chills when we saw that video. You could clearly see the man walking towards his grandma's house, and then he disappears. And then she said she's gonna look for the video and send it.
Caught in 4K, babe.
Yeah.
Please, we will post it because that's actually terrifying.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god, I got the chills a little bit.
Oh
I'm like,
my God.
I hate scary stories, but
Me
I
too.
love them.
Me too, but here we are.
Oh my god, caught in 4K on Snapchat is crazy.
I don't think I have any stories like that.
Like paranormal.
No.
Like I do. It could have been the tubes. It could have been the air, the wind. But I thought it was a spirit.
It could have been a coincidence, but no.
Okay, this was very scary to me. I dated this guy a couple of years ago. To be honest, I was with him to forget about my first boyfriend. Our relationship ended pretty bad, but that's because we were literally kids. Anyways, I would hang out with this guy. He would buy me stuff, but from the start, I told him I was more chill, nothing serious. He got way too attached to me that when I decided to end things with him, he got super mad. He would blow up my phone all day with calls and texts, and I decided to block him. A few months passed y yo ya me había olvidado de él until I started getting unknown calls, and when I would answer, they would say nothing. A random number also started calling me, asking me dumb questions until I realized it was him. He started coming around my house, stalking me everywhere I would go, to the point where I wouldn't even be able to sleep at night because I felt like he was going to come in through my window. I told my parents and everything. We decided to move houses and even changed my phone number. Years later, I'm happily married and found out he was still asking about me. He even requested my sister on Instagram, y eso que ya tiene esposa y hijos. Yikes.
No.
That is terrifying.
That's actually
A
scary.
man. I choose the bear. Have you seen that? A man or a bear? I'm like a bear, baby. Because men are scary.
So scary.
Jeez. They become obsessive, possessive, and then stalkers.
The amount of stalker stories, well, it's actually not that many stalker stories that I've heard, but the stalker stories that I have heard, it's just so like gut wrenching because what do you do? And like, what is it going to end with? You know, like how does it stop?
Don't you think it's so crazy that whenever like a wife dies, the first person they look into is the husband, and it usually is the husband?
Always. Like the story here in Colorado. Chris Watts. Oh man,
Son
I
of a
literally, if I ever saw him, knuckle sandwich straight to the teeth. Okay, a couple years ago, I was on my way to Mexico, and whenever we crossed the border, it was like 2 a.m. and looked out through the window, and in a cornfield, I saw a woman like floating on top of a white with a white dress and veil, and she was walking. And she was floating. I got scared. I closed the window curtain, but I've told people this story and the people think I'm lying, but I know what I saw. It was in Chihuahua, Ojinaga. Ya no voy a ir a Ojinaga.
Ya nunca voy a poder cruzar la frontera de ahí. Fuck that. And I believe you, baby.
Yeah.
Because I believe anything.
I've been there, actually. Fuimos a unas albercas a few years ago. I guess it is spooky vibes over there. I didn't feel anything.
You're like, but next time I'll be extra vigilant.
I know. I keep running into the paranormal stories.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. It's Halloweeny. This one says, this was back in 2021 and I was renting a room with my baby daddy with our daughter. One day I was cleaning up from cooking in the kitchen and taking our dishes back to our room. I don't remember what he was doing, but he thought I was taking too long cooking and thought I was talking to the family that we were renting from. He was so paranoid that he started to push me and get verbally aggressive to the point he had me against the wall with a knife to my throat.
Oh my God.
Threatening to kill me and run away with our daughter.
What?
Oh my God. I'm spooked.
What the heck?
Yeah. After a couple of minutes, I asked him if I could make our girl a bottle because it was time for her to eat, and I built up the courage to reach out for help with the family while my baby daddy was asleep. The next thing I know, the cops are in our room taking him away, and he was acting like he didn't know what was going on while I was holding our daughter. I haven't seen him since that day.
Thank God.
Props to you. Oh my God.
What
that
a
is so
woman.
brave of you.
Yeah.
Wow. That is actually terrifying. And the fact that you took it like serious, went and told the family and got the cops involved. Shout out to you.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because that's hard to do. That's
It
really hard to
is.
do.
Oh my God. That is so scary.
One night after work, I was 17. Me and my two friends had planned to go smoke the Earth's plant. She gardens.
Mm-hmm.
It was maybe 10:30 to 11 p.m. We went down to a known place that was somehow always empty, but people always went. Anyways, while we were smoking, a white car arrived and two guys got off to use the restroom, and I got a really bad feeling and immediately sobered up. Ooh. I told my friends we had to leave ASAP. As we were leaving, the guys started following us and they started to speed walk. I instantly unlocked the car and got in. As I locked the car, they tried to open the door on my front side. I speed off and hide in a street, and we see them drive by slowly as if they were looking for us. Best believe we never went back. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so scary.
That's what I'm saying. Why are men so terrifying? Like, what?
Actually, like, I feel like I would never be scared of a woman doing that to me.
Literally. Like,
Ever.
we mind our business.
Mm-hmm.
And men like to mind everyone else's business.
I know. And two men, too, is like... Wait, did she say two men?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's worse.
And they were looking for you.
Mm-mm.
Shout out to you for hiding.
Yeah.
Before our 1-year wedding anniversary, right in front of me. Crazy how life works. He had a full day at work and was supposed to be off late. At the end of work, sorry, I'm anxious. He was supposed to be off late, and at the end, work got canceled, and we decided to meet up at a family member's house. Right when I was getting off, he arrived, and that's when the person drove by and began to shoot, and he was hit. The bullet went in and out, and they had to fly him to a hospital nearby, and I had to stay back to talk to the detective. They didn't let me go closer to 10 p.m. Wait, what? Sorry, it's because there's no punctuation. They didn't let me go closer to 10 p.m. I then got a ride from my friend, not in a good condition to drive, obviously, of course, girl. And we get to the hospital and they told me he was in surgery. I didn't get to see him until 2 a.m. They had to remove part of his colon and some part of his intestines. Gracias a Dios, he's here with me and healthy.
Oh, that's so scary.
Before our 1-year anniversary.
And they're newlyweds. That's not the type of shit you should be going through.
Literally, what? That is so scary.
I'm glad he's okay, girl.
Yeah, shout out. Hope everything's okay now.
Yeah. I hope that just brought you guys together closer.
Yeah, for sure.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, that's so traumatizing to experience so early in your wedding. Your marriagehood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm like, is that what I'm trying to say? I just add hood after everything. Marriagehood.
My dad went back to Mexico. My biggest fear was never seeing him again. It had been 12 years since I saw him. Got a call that he accidentally shot himself and my heart dropped, but he was okay. 3 months later, I got the worst call of my life that he had passed away. This time, someone shot him. I didn't get to go to his funeral and say my goodbyes. Oh
my God, I'm so sorry. That is so devastating.
Horrible, horrible, horrible. That's the worst thing, I think, as a child.
Exactly.
My dad didn't get to go to his dad's funeral. And
Same.
I know your dad also lived that. And when my dad was doing the the interview for Inmigración, I had to sit in there with him. And seeing him talk to the immigration officer, breaking down, because they ask you so many questions. He was like, well, if your dad died this year, why didn't you go? And my dad was like, well, I mean, obviously, because he's like, because I had to pick between going to see him or staying with my family and risking not ever being with my family again. He's like, so I had to make that decision. He was like, imagine watching your dad, a grown man, cry to another grown man about this.
And have to explain himself
and
too.
Yeah, like,
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
this immigration officer, he was as nice as he could be, you know, but just like, bro, you know why the fuck he didn't go?
Yes.
Come on.
That's a silly question to ask. Okay, let's see. I was 9, my sister was 11, and my baby sister was like 6 months old. My older sister loved taking care of her and asked my mom if she could change her while my mom made sopita. Yum. So she lays the baby on the bed, turns around for 1 second to grab clothes, and all we hear is boom. We run in and see my baby sister on the floor crying but making no sound, turning blue. My mom panics. We run to her comadre's house, and thankfully by the time we got there, my sister was breathing again. My sister was crying and apologizing. We were all traumatized, but thank God my baby sister ended up okay.
Oh.
What the hell? I have a similar story to this.
Okay, let's hear it.
It's actually kind of sad and funny and silly at the same time.
Okay.
But first of all, like, we all know that babies move around, so pobrecita la hermana, like, trying to change her, and then the baby's all like moving around and falling off the floor. She had no what was the reason? Just kidding. Because at 6 months babies are already rolling around. But I remember I don't even remember how old I was, probably like 13, because that's around the age that my mom had my sisters. So I was 13, Jimena was 1.5 maybe, and Magali had just been born. She was the newborn. And I remember this so clearly, and this is why I fucking hate cleaning the bathroom. Just kidding. But growing up, like, my mom that was my chore. Like, you have to clean the bathroom. And I fucking hated it. So, like, I still hate it to this day. But I'm like, damn, like, I have to clean after myself, you know?
And everyone else.
So I was cleaning the bathroom, and I remember asking my mom, like, hey, like, is this how I do this? Because I was, like, cleaning the toilet bowl or something. And she comes out of the room, and she's like, es que se hace así. And 2 seconds later, we just hear Magali uncontrollably sobbing. We go in, she's on the floor, Jimena's like right next to her, and we're like, ¿qué hiciste? And he's like, nomás la quería agarrar. But she essentially just pulled her off the floor, off the bed and onto the floor. But thankfully, like, there was carpet, and Magali was like on a bed of blankets basically. So Jimena pulled the blankets to get her off, and everything fell. So she fell like on a cushion basically. And I literally got traumatized because she was crying, Jimena was crying, my mom was crying, I was crying. We were all crying.
Oh my God.
So I think that's one thing. Like, when Belen was born, I just always made sure, like, Franco was never like too curious to like pull her or something or grab her. So yeah.
Just girlhood. Just a bonding experience.
Just trying to clean the bathroom, baby.
Well, thank God Magali's okay. Shout out to Magali.
I'm like, is she though? I'm just kidding. I take it back. Hopefully she's not listening.
I didn't say that. I know.
I'm like, I didn't say
that. It's actually so hard to read with these glasses, huh? Like,
it's all pixelated.
We sound so illiterate, but it's because, like, it's really hard to see.
Guys, there's like so many little pixels on the glasses, to be honest.
Okay. It says, the scariest thing we've been through was having our 3-year-old hospitalized due to bacterial pneumonia. Oh, that just shattered my heart. Before that, I took her to a pediatrician. We had to see a different doctor because her regular doctor was on vacation. Well, she told us it was a regular cold. Then 2 days after, we took her to the emergency room because she had, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I promise I know how to read. Because she was just getting worse and she wasn't eating or drinking anything. Well, they end up telling us that she had a mild pneumonia.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, that's why I stopped.
What the fuck is that?
I was just checking the door.
No one?
No. Stop. No, I'm scared. Not something happening to us while we're recording this.
What the hell? That was so scary.
Like a whistle, right?
Yes.
Do you think it was Luna crying?
Oh, hopefully. Yeah, I'm just saying
it was Luna crying for sure. Okay, sorry, we had to take a paranormal break. Okay, well, 2 days after, we took her to the emergency room because she was just getting worse and she wasn't eating or drinking anything. Well, they end up telling us that she had mild pneumonia. Then the next day, I grabbed my baby and drove her to the children's hospital. They ran blood tests and everything. And when they gave us a room in the ER, they immediately put my princess on oxygen, antibiotics, and IV fluids to keep her hydrated. She was She was down really bad. My baby was really pale and barely could open her eyes. She had about 6 different doctors and a few nurses taking care of her. This happened 1 year ago. She's healthy and thriving now. Gracias a Dios. Thank God.
That is the most scariest possible thing that could happen to you, honestly.
Yeah.
Like when the kids get sick, I'm like, please, God, just let it go away.
No, literally, you are so strong and
Yeah.
you're an amazing mother. And I'm so glad you advocated for her because...
And it's so frustrating. Like, it's just a cold. And then you find out, like, obviously I'm not dumb, you know? I know my baby. It's not just a cold.
Exactly.
Jesus. That is so scary.
That's why I hate going to the doctor.
I know. It's like, are you actually going to help me or are you just going to
Yeah.
send me home and make me feel stupid?
And I never, like, for myself, I never go to the doctor. And when I have to take Penelope, I just feel so dumb because they're always just, it's always the same thing. And I'm like,
Exactly.
come on. It's my anxiety.
Okay, this one says, woke up, had an uneasy feeling, so I woke up and texted my husband, Te amo. He responded, Te amo más, and 4 minutes later, he called me in the state of shock and said, babe, I crashed. It was bad, but I'm okay. Fuck. And I can hear sirens in the back. My worst nightmare after also getting the call, she put in quotation marks, years back that something bad had happened to my dad before he passed. So I've always been scared of answering calls. That is literally... Oh my God. Those are so scary. Like when you get an unknown phone number call, you're like, is this scam or should I answer because something happened?
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Wait, do you want to know a story that happened when I was in high school?
Yeah.
So I don't have a lot of details, but basically the receptionist in high school when I was there, her husband literally got in a car accident and passed away when she was in labor with her baby.
Oh.
At the same time.
My God.
Yeah.
That is so devastating.
It's so sad. I remember thinking in high school, like I literally like wanted to cry hearing that. That is so sad.
Oh my God.
She's so brave and
strong to have to go through that. And, oh my God.
I'm going to give her a hug, sending her all the love.
So sad. Okay, will you do us the honor of reading the last one? I went to hidden requests, so those are new. I just read like the second or the top one, I think.
Okay. In 2020, my husband got diagnosed with testicular cancer and both testicles when our firstborn was 9 months old. My suegra wanted us to try again for another baby. He got them removed, but I said no way. I didn't know what the future was going to hold. I didn't want to be left with 2 babies alone or have him fighting while I was freshly postpartum, plus COVID, and at that time I was barely feeling a little bit like myself again. I didn't want to go through the trenches again alone since he left to work traveling when our son was 2 weeks old. So he banked sperm. Now we have a 1-year-old baby girl due to IVF, and my husband has been cancer-free. Praise the Lord.
God bless. Oh my God.
Praise the Lord.
Honestly, that C word stresses me out so much because the horror stories I've heard that like they were totally fine and then they got a cold and then next thing you know, it's cancer.
Yeah.
And TikTok it's on my For You page every single day. And I'm like, I truly feel for cancer patients, for cancer families, because I know that it takes a complete toll. So the fact that she was so aware and was like, you know what, I don't want to like have to struggle by myself. That was so self-aware of you.
That is.
Because at some point you could become a little selfish and be like, well, I'm just going to try to become pregnant before anything else happens, you know?
Yeah.
But shout out to you and thank God that he's cancer free now. Because,
Gracias a Dios. Cancer changes, like you said, not just the person, but the entire family.
Exactly.
My grandma has had cancer twice, and she had it in how do you say riñón?
Kidney.
In her kidney. And after that, it completely changed her. It aged her so much. It changed all of us. It is so devastating. Like there is so much that it comes with.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I feel you, girl. You're
so devastating.
You're a trooper.
I know. Shout out to all cancer patients out there. You guys are so strong. And
literally,
I just wish like every single time I see TikToks are like, it's 2025. Why isn't there a cure? Like, how is it that aggressive and mean and fucking unfair? You know,
that's literally what cancer is. It's unfair. And
yeah.
You're a trooper. You're a warrior. You're a saint.
Yeah. And shout out to your husband too. I'm so glad that he's cancer free now.
Yes.
And that is terrifying. Like genuinely terrifying. The C word. Sorry. Excuse me. Scares me a lot. But thankfully you guys are here with two babies now?
Yeah. They had the second one through IVF.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations. And we hope that everything from now on is amazing and beautiful.
Exactly. From your lips to God's ears.
Please, que Dios me escuche. But that is going to be it for today's episode, guys. These were like real life scary stories. And I feel like these are the ones that are the most chilling because at some point, I'm telling this to myself, like I should be scared of more real life scenarios than demons, you know? Pero ya me conocen. I'm a fucking scary cat. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. What did you think? Were you terrified a little bit?
Yeah, it does scare me. Just thinking about real life scenarios, it absolutely scares me more.
Exactly.
And it really is anxiety inducing.
Literally, I'm like, you see this face? This is how I feel.
Exactly.
But thank you guys so much for watching, and just thank you for tuning into our Spooktober, basically.
Yeah.
Next week is Halloween. So we are ending it with a bang, literally.
I'm so excited.
We're gonna have 2 special guests.
Yes.
And the best costume.
I can't wait.
I know, I'm so excited.
This is gonna be fun. The TikToks are about to pop off.
Yes, and also stay tuned because we are gonna actually need you to submit your paranormal stories.
Yes.
And we're gonna do this a few days in advance just so that we can choose really good ones.
Yeah, we can pick them.
And just have fun.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know. We're leaving with a bang, guys. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. And
we'll see you on the next one.
Yay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay Media Group.